Hey guys, if you want to know what a lap band is and my journey with the lap band, stay tuned.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Alright, hey guys, it's your girl Gimme Red back with another video. So you're here because you wanted to hear about my journey with the lap band and what exactly the lap band is. That's why you clicked on this video when you saw the title, right? Alright, so let's get into it. The lap band is a tool, a weight loss tool, a tool that helps you lose weight. So some pictures as I talk about, so you can get the gist of what the lap band looks like and its functions and stuff like that. So, okay, the lap band is a tool. It's a plastic thing or whatever it is. I know it looked like plastic to me. But it's a plastic thing. It's a ring that goes on the top part of your stomach. And it gives you your new stomach or your pouch. So you have your pouch, then the band, and then the rest of your stomach. And goes into your intestines. The picture will be on here somewhere. You'll see what I'm talking about, okay? Inside of the lap band itself, so you have the band that's around the stomach. Number one. Then you have a tube connected to the lap band that goes down to another circular structure that is called a port. The port is, it goes, when the surgery is done, the doctor sews it on to right underneath your skin. You can actually feel the port. I can feel my port. And that's where they, that's where they give you your restriction and stuff like that. And I'm going to get into that as I go along. So that's pretty much the structure of it, and like I said, the pictures will be up as I'm talking. Inside the band has these little pillows, okay? So when you go to get it filled, what they call it, they take a needle with saline and put it inside your port. That's the little structure at the end of the tube. And they put the needle in the port, and it goes up the tube and it fills up those little pillows inside the ring, which makes your band tighter. So, which gives you more restriction. So when you eat food, now your band is like this, you go for a fill, your band gets a little smaller, okay? So when you go for, then after that, you go for, you go to eat. When you get a fill, you have to wait 24 hours. You have to go on a liquid diet for 24 hours because your stomach is smaller, so you have to give it time to heal a little bit. That's pretty much what the band is. I hope I covered it with the pictures and stuff like that. So my journey with the band really quick. Back in 2016, I went to the doctor for a routine physical for work, okay? And they asked me, I was 363 pounds. They said, you're really overweight. What do you think about lap band surgery? And I said, I'm pretty, yeah, I want to do that. Not lap band surgery, but weight loss surgery. Because there's 3 different weight loss surgeries. But we're talking about the lap band, so I'm not going to go into the other ones. And I said, yeah, because at that point, my mother had it. And I say had because my mother just got hers taken out. My mother had it and my sister had it. He said, yeah, so he referred me to my bariatric doctor, great doctor. She's so nice, very informative. I went to her. They have a whole nursing staff there, nutritionist, stuff like that. So my insurance at the time was Medicaid, and with Medicaid you got to do 6 months worth of nutrition. You have to see the doctor 6 months before, and you have to do all of these pre-op testing. So you have to do psychiatric, which is they want to see if your mental is right and if you can handle the surgery, because the surgery is very mental, because there's times that you are really hungry and you're not going to be able to eat. Because, like early in the morning, I can't eat breakfast in the morning because my band is, not open in the morning. My band don't usually start to let me eat until like the middle to the end of the day. So it's like sometimes I can't even drink a smoothie in the morning. I just have a hot coffee because hot foods usually open up the band. We'll get into that later. But, yeah, so my nose is running. Hold on, guys. Psychiatric testing. And to make sure that you're, mentally ready for the surgery. You have to do a cardio testing where you do a stress test on your heart. They put you on a treadmill, and that was crazy. And see how your heart does under a massive amount of stress from cardio, some type of cardio. You got to do a sleep study, what I remember. They do a bunch of blood work. You got to see your physician, and your physician has to clear you for the surgery toward the end of your 6 months. and a whole bunch of other stuff, but those are the main like 3 that I'm testing that I remember. Sleep study is mainly just to see if you have sleep apnea, because that could be a risk when you go under anesthesia. Okay, so 2 weeks prior to the surgery, once you get your date, once you finish all of your stuff in your 6 months, you get your date. My date was June 7th, 2017. You get your date, you go on a full liquid diet, which consists of soups. Can't be like fatty soups like New England clam chowder. It has to be like a clear soup. So chicken noodle soup, stuff like that. Broths, and, brothy type soups, not like creamy soups. It can't be creamy soups. With reduced sodium. Okay, soups. You can have juice. You can have. I think you have hot cereal. I'm not sure. I think I did have hot cereal and protein shakes. You can do that. So you have a shake for dinner, breakfast, and have like a soup for lunch and something else. It's pretty much that type of stuff that you eat in Jello. You can have a snack. So they give you a whole. I wish I still had it. I had it hanging on my refrigerator. They give you like a whole calendar for the 2 weeks of. You go out, you go buy everything you need, your soups, your everything you need for the and it plans pretty much the your meals for you. So it'll say like it'll say a shake for breakfast. You can have 3 meals and a snack, and 3 meals and 2 snacks. So you'll have like a shake for breakfast, and then a Jello for snack, and then a soup for lunch, and then a Jello for snack, or something else for snack. Or icy for snack or something like that, and then another soup for dinner, and that's it, or whatever. And that's how I ate for 2 weeks. Now I did cheat a little bit. I didn't eat this. It was hard for me to cook dinner for my family and not eat. So what I did was I cooked the dinner, and while I was cooking, if I cook a pork chop, I'd chew the pork chop, get the flavor, spit it out in the garbage. I'm sorry, don't judge me. That's what I did. But I did not actually eat the food. The reason why they want you to go on this 2 week or 1 week diet, it's either a 1 week or 2 week diet. If you get the other more invasive surgeries, the sleeve or the gastric, it's an automatically 2 week diet. It's automatically 2 week diet. If you're on a lap band, depending on how much you weigh and where your BMI is, it's a 1 week or 2 week diet. I was over the amount of the BMI, I think over 44 or something like that, over 40 or whatever. You have to do a 2 week diet. So being that my BMI was so high, I had to do a 2 week diet. If it wasn't, I would have just did the 1 week diet with the lap band. So I did the 2 week diet. The reason why they do that is to reduce the fat in the abdominal area, because they put cameras in there to see, so they can see. It's a laparoscopic surgery, which means that they're going in there with a camera. Scopic means, to view. So they're going in there with the camera, a tiny camera, to see your insides, and they're actually opening you up. It's only 3 to 4 incisions. I have 4 incisions in my abdominal area, and it's like little robots, and the doctor has like a little joystick, and they go in there with, it's like long poles that they do the incision, and then they go in there with these little poles, and then one is a camera, and the other one are the tools to cut and put the band around, and it's like a little joystick that the doctor has, and they go in there. Look up laparoscopic surgery and you'll see. I lost around, I think, between 8 to 10 pounds from the full liquid diet. So if you want to lose weight fast, look up full liquid diet, and you will lose that weight fast. It was like 8 to 10 pounds in 2 weeks. So that was like 4 pounds a week, 4 or 5 pounds a week. When I went into surgery, I think I was around 340 something, like the late 40s, like 347 or something like that. And when I first started, I was 363. Like my first appointment, I was 363. So, which was pretty good, within 6 months. It wasn't bad. I could have did more, but I was up and down, up and down. And the day before the diet, the day before the surgery, they call it a clear liquid diet. Okay, so the clear liquid diet is the day before the surgery. So the day before the surgery, I went into the doctor's office. They gave me all the paperwork, had me sign papers or whatever, releases and stuff like that with the doctor in the doctor's office. She gave me the the soap that you use, the pre-surgical wash that you use to scrub down any microorganisms off your body with. You can't wear lotion. You can't wear jewelry, so you're gonna look crusty. You're gonna look crusty when you're going into the hospital. I'm gonna insert some pictures of how my hair looked and stuff like that from, you know, my surgery or whatever. As I'm talking, I think I had like 2 cornrows in my hair for surgery. So if you're going for a surgery and you never had a surgery, you're gonna be looking crusty and dusty, okay? Because you can't put no lotion or nothing on. What else? So then I went in the day before. They told me to do a clear liquid diet, which consists of just ices, Jello, water, and chicken broth, and 100% like real juice. It can't be like Kool-Aid or nothing. It has to be like real juice. And that's it for 24 hours, and that like purges your body or whatever. And then the next day around 4 o'clock, June 17th, I went in to the hospital, my local hospital where my doctor does her surgeries at. And by 6 o'clock, I was in surgery. They wheeled me in, and I remember them putting the face mask on. I remember looking around at my doctor. She had all the get up on. They was all preparing, getting ready, and they put the mask on. I remember looking around, and I don't remember nothing after that. I remember waking up out the surgery. My husband was there. I remember the nurse and my husband yelling at me, breathe, breathe, because I wouldn't breathe when I came out of surgery. Every time my husband touched me, I stopped breathing. When he didn't touch me, I started breathing. I remember that, and that's what he told. Well, I don't remember that, but that's what he told me. I just remember them yelling, and I remember the machines kept going off. I remember hearing breathe. I remember hearing the beeping. And then I remember waking up in the room. My husband was there. That's the normal thing is 2 hours for the surgery. And my husband said it took about an hour, hour and a half. I remember it being like 8, 9 o'clock at night. He was there, and then he went home with the kids. My sister-in-law stayed with the kids while he was up at the hospital. And that was my surgery. And then when you go for the lap band surgery, it's 1 night. I think for the other 2 surgeries, it's 2 nights. In order to get out the hospital, the doctor feels like you need to walk, because when they go inside and they do that, they need to be able to see. So they want you to reduce your fat in your abdomen, and that's why you do the two week diet, the full liquid diet. But then they blow your stomach up with gas, like air, like some type of gas they put inside your cavity, inside your abdomen, to blow it up so they can make things clearer and see or whatever. So when you come out of surgery, you still have all of this gas in your abdomen, and it kind of goes up into your chest. And when I tell you it moves up into your, that thing hurt. It feel like you having a heart attack. Like that thing hurt. So in order to relieve all of that gas, you walk around. So they have you walking around the hospital floor, and your doctor wants to see you walking. If she don't see you walking enough, she's not going to release you. So I was walking because I was ready to go home. I was walking, and then I'm going to say by 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock that next day, I was released. As far as stitches, there was no stitching. There was steri strips that they put on the incisions. Mine kept busting off. I went right back to work, and mine was busting off at work. It was so painful, but I had to. But it was like, I think that was like the last day of school. I had to just go back, and that was that. And I went home and I recovered. I didn't work for the summer, and I went home. I recovered, and I was pretty good. I think like I was on a liquid diet for 2 weeks after the surgery, and then I started going to puree foods. They graduate you, so you on. It's like about 3 months before, about 2.5 to 3 months before you start eating whole food, like whole food, because it was like you're on a full liquid, you go on a clear liquid diet once you get home, then you go on a full liquid diet, and then you go on puree foods, and then they move you up to whole food. So depending on how your band looks and how you're moving and how you're healing, it depends on how long it takes you. So it took me about 1.5 to 2 months, I think, not 3 months, I'm pushing it, about 1.5 to 2 months before I actually ate whole food again. And then that was that was my main thing. And then I was losing weight ever since then. Now I am under 300 pounds. I'm 287 pounds. Last week I was 290, but I lost 3 pounds again, because I went down, went up. Y'all watch my vlogs before this, y'all see it. Y'all know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I just wanted to explain, because a subscriber wanted to know more about the lap band. So I wanted to explain what it was, and what my journey was getting the surgery and stuff like that. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any more questions about the lap band, put it in the comments down below and I'll do a quick video about it. Yeah, so please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I gotta go back to work. Bye.